Malaysia is one of the most diverse and modern countries in Southeast Asia, known for its tropical climate, multicultural society, modern cities, rainforests, islands, and strong economy. The country is divided into two main regions, Peninsular Malaysia and East Malaysia on the island of Borneo. Kuala Lumpur is the capital city and one of Asia's most modern urban centers, while Putrajaya serves as the administrative capital. The history of Malaysia goes back thousands of years when early Malay kingdoms controlled trade routes across Southeast Asia. Ancient trading ports connected merchants from China, India, and the Middle East. Hindu and Buddhist cultures influenced the region before Islam arrived around the 12th century through Arab and Indian Muslim traders. The Malacca Sultanate became one of the most powerful trading kingdoms in Asia during the 15th century and helped spread Islam throughout the region. Later, European powers including the Portuguese, Dutch, and British controlled parts of Malaysia because of its strategic location and valuable trade resources. The British eventually dominated most of the territory and developed plantations, railways, and ports. During World War II, Japan occupied Malaysia for several years. After the war, independence movements grew stronger, and the Federation of Malaya became independent from Britain in 1957. In 1963, Malaya joined Sabah, Sarawak, and Singapore to form Malaysia. Singapore later separated in 1965 and became an independent country. Malaysia covers an area of about 330,803 square kilometers and has a population of more than 34 million people. It is considered one of the most multicultural countries in Asia. Malays form the largest ethnic group, while Chinese, Indians, and indigenous communities also make up large parts of the population. Bahasa Malaysia is the official language, but English is widely spoken, especially in business, tourism, and education. Malaysia shares borders with several countries. In Peninsular Malaysia, it borders Thailand to the north. In Borneo, East Malaysia shares borders with Indonesia and surrounds part of Brunei. Across nearby seas, Malaysia is also close to Singapore, Vietnam, and the Philippines. The geography of Malaysia is extremely rich and varied. The country has tropical rainforests that are among the oldest in the world, beautiful beaches, mangrove forests, limestone caves, rivers, mountains, and fertile valleys. Malaysia experiences a hot and humid tropical climate throughout the year with heavy rainfall during monsoon seasons. Several important rivers flow through the country. The Rajang River in Sarawak is the longest river in Malaysia and plays a major role in transportation and trade. Other important rivers include the Kinabatangan River in Sabah, famous for wildlife and ecotourism, and the Pahang River in Peninsular Malaysia. These rivers support agriculture, transportation, fishing, and tourism. Malaysia also has impressive mountain ranges. The most famous is Mount Kinabalu in Sabah, which stands at about 4,095 meters and is the highest mountain in Malaysia and one of Southeast Asia's tallest peaks. It attracts climbers and tourists from all over the world. The Titiwangsa Mountains run through peninsular Malaysia and help create cooler highland areas such as Cameron Highlands and Genting Highlands. The country has many major cities. Kuala Lumpur is the capital and financial center, famous for the Petronas Twin Towers, shopping malls, modern transport, and nightlife. Georgetown is known for its colonial history, street art, and food culture. Johor Bahru is an important industrial and business city near Singapore. Kota Kinabalu is a major tourism gateway in East Malaysia, while Kuching is famous for culture, rainforests, and riverfront attractions. Other important cities include Ipoh, Malacca City, Shah Alam, and Putrajaya. Malaysia has one of the best airport systems in Southeast Asia. Kuala Lumpur International Airport is the country's main international airport and among the busiest airports in Asia. It connects Malaysia to Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and Australia. Other important airports include Penang International Airport, Kota Kinabalu International Airport, Kuching International Airport, and Langkawi International Airport. Budget airlines and strong regional connections make domestic and international travel easy. Religion plays an important role in Malaysian society. Islam is the official religion, and most ethnic Malays are Muslim. However, Malaysia is also home to large communities of Buddhists, Christians, Hindus, and followers of traditional Chinese religions. Mosques, temples, and churches can often be seen in the same cities, showing the country's multicultural identity. Major religious celebrations such as Eid, Chinese New Year, Deepavali, and Christmas are widely celebrated across the nation. Malaysia today is considered one of Southeast Asia's most developed countries. It has strong industries including electronics, oil and gas, palm oil, tourism, finance, and manufacturing. The country is famous for combining modern skyscrapers with ancient rainforests, traditional culture with advanced technology, and diverse communities living together in a unique Asian society. Sports are a very important part of life in Malaysia, and the country has a strong passion for both local and international competitions. Football is the most popular sport, and local league matches attract huge crowds. The Malaysian national football team has passionate supporters, especially during regional tournaments like the ASEAN Championship. Badminton is another major sport and is considered the country's pride because Malaysia has produced world-famous players such as Lee Chong Wei, who became one of the greatest badminton athletes in history. Other popular sports include hockey, motorsports, squash, bowling, martial arts, and basketball. Formula One racing was once hosted at the Sepang International Circuit near Kuala Lumpur, and motorsports remain popular among young Malaysians. Malaysia has a tropical rainforest climate, meaning the weather stays warm and humid throughout the year. Average temperatures usually range between 25 degrees Celsius and 32 degrees Celsius. Rainfall is common because of the tropical monsoon system, especially during the rainy seasons. Coastal areas remain hot and humid, while highland regions such as Cameron Highlands and Genting Highlands are cooler and more comfortable because of their elevation. The country receives plenty of sunshine, which supports agriculture, tourism, and lush green forests. Because Malaysia lies near the equator, there are no major winter or summer seasons like in Europe or North America. Food is one of the most famous parts of Malaysian culture, and the country is often called a food paradise of Asia. Malaysian cuisine is influenced by Malay, Chinese, Indian, Thai, Indonesian, and Middle Eastern traditions. Street food culture is extremely popular, and people often eat at night markets and open-air restaurants called hawker centers. Some of the most famous foods in Malaysia include nasi lemak, considered the national dish, made with coconut rice, sambal, eggs, peanuts, and anchovies. Satay is another famous dish consisting of grilled meat served with peanut sauce. Roti canai is popular for breakfast and often eaten with curry. Char kway teow is a favorite Chinese Malaysian noodle dish, while laksa is famous for its rich spicy soup. Malaysia is also known for tropical fruits such as durian, rambutan, mangosteen, and jackfruit. Tea culture is strong in the country, especially teh tarik, a sweet pulled milk tea loved by locals. Malaysia has one of Southeast Asia's better transportation systems. The train system is modern in major urban areas. Kelana Jaya Line and other metro systems connect large parts of Kuala Lumpur and nearby cities. The country also has monorails, MRT systems, electric trains, and intercity railway services operated by KTM. High-speed electric trains connect Kuala Lumpur with cities such as Ipoh, Penang, and Johor Bahru. Public transport in Kuala Lumpur is efficient and includes buses, trains, taxis, and ride-sharing services. The bus system is also highly developed. Long-distance buses connect almost every major city and town in the country. Luxury buses with air conditioning are commonly used for travel between Kuala Lumpur, Penang, Malacca, Johor Bahru, and Singapore. Bus travel is affordable and widely used by both locals and tourists. In rural areas, buses remain important for daily transportation. Education in Malaysia has improved greatly over the past few decades and is considered among the strongest in Southeast Asia. The government invests heavily in schools, universities, science, and technology education. Primary education is compulsory, and both public and private schools are available. The education system is influenced by the British model because of Malaysia's colonial history. Bahasa Malaysia is the main language in public schools, but English is also widely taught. Malaysia has many respected universities, including University of Malaya, which is the country's oldest and highest-ranked university. Other major institutions include University Kebangsaan Malaysia, University Putra Malaysia, and University Sains Malaysia. International students from Asia, Africa, and the Middle East often choose Malaysia because tuition fees are lower compared to Western countries while education quality remains strong. Technical and vocational education is also growing quickly, especially in engineering, information technology, healthcare, aviation, and business studies. Malaysia aims to become a major educational hub in Asia, and many foreign universities have campuses there. Students often study in English, especially at international schools and private universities. Daily life in Malaysia reflects a blend of modern city living and traditional Asian culture. People from different religions and ethnic groups celebrate festivals together, and the country is known for its multicultural harmony, modern infrastructure, delicious food, and strong tourism industry. Malaysia is one of Southeast Asia's most modern shopping and tourism destinations. The country combines luxury malls, traditional street markets, tropical islands, skyscrapers, rainforests, and multicultural lifestyles, making it popular among tourists, students, business travelers, and digital workers. Shopping is a huge part of Malaysian city life, especially in Kuala Lumpur, which is famous for its luxury malls and entertainment districts. One of the most popular malls is Suria KLCC, located below the Petronas Twin Towers and known for international brands, restaurants, and modern architecture. Pavilion Kuala Lumpur is another world-famous shopping destination with luxury fashion brands, cafes, cinemas, and nightlife. Mid-Valley Megamall and Berjaya Times Square are also extremely popular because they include shopping centers, entertainment parks, hotels, and food courts. Outside Kuala Lumpur, Gurney Plaza in Penang and Johor Bahru City Square are major shopping attractions. Malaysia is also famous for night markets called Pasar Malam, where people buy clothes, electronics, local food, souvenirs, and handmade items at affordable prices. Tourists especially enjoy Central Market and Petaling Street in Kuala Lumpur for local shopping and street food. Malaysia's birth and death rates are moderate compared to many developed nations. The birth rate has gradually declined over recent decades as urban lifestyles, education, and career opportunities increased. Families in large cities now usually have fewer children than before. At the same time, healthcare improvements and better living conditions have increased life expectancy. Malaysia has a relatively young population compared to Japan or many European countries, which helps support economic growth and workforce development. The occupations and job sectors in Malaysia are highly diverse. Many people work in manufacturing, electronics, tourism, retail, healthcare, construction, finance, palm oil production, oil and gas, shipping, and information technology. Kuala Lumpur is a major business and banking center in Southeast Asia. Malaysia is also one of the world's leading exporters of palm oil, semiconductors, and electronic products. Tourism creates millions of jobs in hotels, transportation, restaurants, airlines, and entertainment. Foreign workers also play an important role in Malaysia's economy, especially in agriculture, construction, and domestic services. At the same time, highly skilled workers are employed in engineering, software development, medicine, aviation, and international business. The country is attracting more digital entrepreneurs and remote workers because living costs are lower than many Western countries while infrastructure remains modern. Malaysia has a relatively tourist-friendly visa system. Citizens from many countries can enter visa-free for short tourism stays, while others can apply for electronic visas online. Student visas are available for international students studying in Malaysian universities. Work visas are provided for skilled professionals employed by Malaysian companies. The country has also introduced long-term residence programs such as Malaysia My Second Home, which attracts retirees, investors, and foreign residents who want to live in Malaysia for extended periods. Politically, Malaysia is a federal constitutional monarchy. The country has a unique system where 9 royal rulers from different states rotate as king every few years. The Prime Minister leads the government and Parliament manages national laws and policies. Malaysia practices parliamentary democracy, and elections are held regularly. Political discussions in Malaysia often focus on economic growth, ethnic relations, religion, development, education, and infrastructure. Because Malaysia has multiple ethnic communities including Malays, Chinese, Indians, and indigenous groups, politics can sometimes be strongly connected to cultural and social issues. Tourists visit Malaysia for many reasons. The country offers a combination of modern cities, ancient rainforests, beaches, islands, mountains, culture, and affordable travel. Petronas Twin Towers are among the most famous skyscrapers in the world and symbolize Malaysia's modernization. Langkawi is famous for beaches, resorts, and island tourism, while Cameron Highlands attracts visitors with cool weather, tea plantations, and green landscapes. Nature lovers often explore Taman Negara, one of the world's oldest rainforests, and Mount Kinabalu, the country's highest mountain. Divers and marine tourists visit islands such as Sipadan because of their coral reefs and sea life. Cultural tourists enjoy Georgetown and Malacca City because of colonial architecture, museums, temples, mosques, and historical streets. Malaysia is also considered one of the easier countries for tourists because English is widely spoken, transportation is modern, food is affordable, and the country is generally safe for international visitors. The mix of Malay, Chinese, Indian, and indigenous cultures creates a unique lifestyle where different traditions, religions, foods, and festivals exist together in one nation.